gotta say, I think it's gonna be a good day. A nice fried dizzle, as they say. Does anybody actually say that? I don't know, but I'm on my way. On my way to Nerdventures Tower. Excited. San Diego Comic-Con. Cool stuff happening later today, man. We're going to get our first look at X-Men 97 and Spider-Man Freshman Year. Whew. I'm excited. I want to talk about it, speculate about it, see what you guys think about it. And there's also a ton of fun stuff that was dropped yesterday from the Comic-Con and a ton of fun nerdy stuff that we can just get into just in general. This is full self-driving, so you don't have to worry about it. I could do this and have a delicious, frothy, foamy, floaty, fluffy Nespresso. I could do this the whole way into the tower. And I know what you're wondering, like, how do we get the microphone afloat? It's magic. It's fucking magic. So, everybody, let's do this. Buckle up your face holes and your nose parts. I don't know. I don't just cut it to the other screen. Chat. Initiate the gambling. Oh yeah, it feels so good. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. You made it through another long week here on planet Earth with all the Earth things going on. So congratulations to you. I think it's gonna be a good stream, man. Got gambling going on. We're gonna speculate about some of the fun stuff that's happening at Comic-Con today. Maybe that has happened yesterday as well, because they released the full trailer. Well, I guess it's a teaser trailer, huh? For the Dungeons and Dragons movie. Oh my god. I thought it looked fantastic, so I want to look at that a little bit. We can't play the music because it's crazy. All these studios doing all this really expensive music in their trailers, and it's like, dude, we can't react to that shit. Like, they'll copyright that into oblivion. But we'll get into that. We'll save time for a few call-ins as well. Just kind of see what's going on with you guys and the plan for tomorrow. Let's talk about the plan for tomorrow, okay? So here's the deal, man. Originally, of course, I thought we were going to get a plethora of absolutely incredible, mind-blowing announcements at San Diego Comic-Con, okay? Because of you guys. You guys got me too hyped up for it, got me too excited, led me astray down a road where we just, look, we got way too hyped. It's cool. It's cool. I don't blame you guys. I'm not mad about it. We don't have to focus about this. We don't have to linger. We don't have to let it linger. But it is your fault. Moving on. There were reports recently that maybe we shouldn't be, that hyped up. Maybe it won't be that crazy. Maybe they're saving a ton of stuff for D23. Okay? So, this is what's going to happen. We're going to go live tomorrow, probably around 7:30 is what I'm going to say. 7:30, show up to the tower, maybe 7 if you want to get a good seat. Come on into Nerdventures Tower, and we'll be streaming at 7:30. We will talk about what is announced today with the X-Men 97 and the Spider-Man stuff, and maybe more. Maybe we'll get a little bit of What If Season 2, Marvel Zombies, different things like that, okay? So we'll talk about that tomorrow at 7:30 live together. And as information comes out and as, stuff leaks out on social media or whatnot, we will talk about that as well. So whatever's announced, I'm sure it'll come out on social. The videos and images might not come out right away, but people will be talking about it. It will definitely make its way out onto the internet. And then we will react to the different announcements. We'll go for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours tomorrow night. So come on by tomorrow night. I think it's going to be a juicy stream. I actually still think, and I don't know, man, you guys let me know. Am I getting too hyped up? Am I getting too... there's all this evidence piling up that maybe we shouldn't anticipate all this other stuff. Look, I'm telling you, I still believe and I still think that absolutely epic announcements are coming. And I think you're going to get a Mutants X-Men at least tease tomorrow. What do you think? Do you disagree? Do you think that we're going to get a tease tomorrow or nah? Am I crazy? What do you think? And also, I don't know what the hell's going on with the hair today. It's like crazy. What's going on with the hair? Wait a minute. You are a tease? You're... I almost made a mom joke there. We're going to hold back. Wait a minute. Am I too hyped up? Do you guys believe that there's going to be crazy announcements? I'm going to cut my hair soon. Get off my back. Holy shit. All right, we got to go to Pole Town on this. We got to go up to Pole Town. I got to know. I got to know where you guys are at. Jack, welcome to the Nerdventures. Only because Thor 4 is underperforming. Maybe we'll get... That's actually a fair point. Maybe they would spice it up a little bit because Thor's not doing the best right now. Okay, let's find out. What is your hype and anticipation level at for tomorrow? Big hype. Mid hype. No hype. What hype? Boom. There we go. Let me know. Let your voice be heard. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan for tomorrow. Now, later today, here's the deal for today, okay? These panels are said to be happening, I believe, around 3 p.m. my time, okay? I believe it happens 11 or 12 Pacific Standard Time. In fact, let's double check that, actually. Is there a way to... Let me see here. Anybody in chat got me on this? I believe it's happening at like 2 or 3, right? Marvel animated panel. Hello? Hello? Somebody help me out? I don't see a time. Nobody knows? Oh, 3 p.m.? Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. It's like either 2 or 3. I think it's actually 3. You're probably right. So, here's the deal. I'm kind of waiting to see what happens. I'll do a first reaction to the news and a little breakdown and a video on the main channel, okay? So that'll come out to you guys probably around 4 p.m. today, where we'll just take a look at that. I'll put that out on the main Den of Nerds channel, and then we'll talk about it together, like our thoughts and everything like that. 11:45 a.m. PS. Thank you, Aaliyah. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that would be 2:45 my time, so practically 3. Okay, so actually maybe more towards like 5. Depends on how long that panel is. It's probably about an hour. So around 5 p.m. my time, expect a video where I will just kind of blurb and react to what is announced. And then again, we will talk about all of that together on stream tomorrow at 7:30, something like that. You'll see. It's 90 minutes? Well, hot damn. Nice, dude. You're 3D printing a Doctor Doom mask? Well, can you 3D print me one too? Because I want that. Now that you said it. It's longer than Morbius. Yeah, I guess. By the way, I'm wearing a Morbius shirt. It's Morbin time, baby. Still haven't seen it. Heard it was trash. I would also like to remind you all that we are now sponsored and powered by Paradox Customs PC. Very happy to be working with this company. You can go to paradoxcustoms.com and check out their awesome stuff. They'll build you an awesome PC. My PC is on the way, and oh my goodness, I hope it comes before tomorrow, because I'm so excited to have this thing. This thing is an absolute beast of a PC, and so we're very happy to partner with them. Use code Nerdventures at checkout. If you're in the market for a new PC or new PC parts, you can buy now, pay later. Use the code Nerdventures. In the next 7 days, you'll get 2.5% off, and it does help the channel a lot as well. So go check that out. Use code Nerdventures. What's in the new PC? I will put all of that together when it is... I'll put all that together when we get the rig. You know what I mean? When we get the rig, we will do a little thing in the video. We'll do a little thing on the stream. I'm super excited to get it and to overclock it. I think that... oh, what was that? The Spider-Man PS4 game is actually about to get a remastered release. In fact, I think somebody said yesterday it's already out on Steam. I don't know. But either way, I was thinking about this, and I don't know if you guys would be interested in this or not. But sometime next week, I was thinking about doing a longer stream where I played the remastered PC version of Spider-Man PS4. Oh, it's not out yet? August 12th? Okay. Well, when it comes out, I've been thinking about doing that. Do like a crazy, like... just as good as we can get it to look with the new rig as possible, and then stream that. Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be fun? Do it. Just get a PS5 if you want to play Spidey. You don't say that. I mean, that would also work, but come on, man. Let's make it look absolutely incredible on the PC. I think that would be kind of fun. Yeah. Can't watch because you'll be playing? Ah, man. Well, you could play and watch. We could play, watch, play together. So yeah, go check them out, guys. Yeah, good stuff. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait until the PC gets here. I'm like a kid on Christmas. Oh my gosh. I won't it. Okay, what should we start with here? Should we start with, because there's actually a lot of little news to get into today. I'm kind of excited. Should be fun. Let's start with X-Men and mutants. Let's start there, and then we'll talk some Spider-Mans. A lot of X-Men mutant-y stuff happening over at Marvel. I'm pretty freaking excited about it. So... this is actually a pretty big deal. I know many of you guys already know about this, but officially released on Disney Plus today, Deadpool, Deadpool 2, and Logan. Yo, not even kidding. I will be watching Logan on Disney Plus later today. It's up there with my favorite comic book movies of all time. I absolutely love this movie. And this is a big deal for a couple of different reasons. Number one, it sort of breaks the narrative of R-rated stuff will never fly on Disney Plus, right? So they've finally taken the plunge there, and they're doing it. And I don't know if it'll have like a sort of red band section or something like that. But yeah, man, they're down. They're down to put these things on there. I assume Marvel's going to talk about this. I mean, this is the Marvel Entertainment Twitter account here, so a lot of different Marvel accounts will probably share this out. It's a big deal, super cool, a great way to sort of bring the mutants and the X-Men, you know, kind of vibe to Disney Plus, and just to kind of set us up for the idea of these properties being integrated. You know, I saw somebody on Twitter yesterday do a post where they said, like, wouldn't it be crazy if Hugh Jackman came out to announce whoever the new Wolverine is going to be. And we don't know who the new Wolverine is, right? Taron Egerton is probably the most established rumor, and I do believe that he's in talks for it, but it doesn't necessarily mean he's going to get it, right? We have no idea what's going to be announced tomorrow or what kind of big surprise could be there. But I do think it would be super cool if Hugh Jackman at least sort of spiritually passed the baton to whomever was going to be the new Logan for the MCU, because I do think it's like that big of a deal. But who knows? You know, who knows? But nonetheless, big bit of news here, kind of just ringing in the whole mutant X-Men 97 deal, okay? Now, this is the next thing I want to talk about, because this is kind of fucking interesting, man. You know, like, this is kind of wild. We talked about briefly last week, I believe, or maybe it was earlier this week. I don't know. The weeks all blend. The Mutant Master Plan, okay? Cool little thing of buzzwords there, right? Kevin Feige requested for the X-Men the animated series theme to play during Miss Marvel's mutant reveal, says the series director. And that's pretty much the only real request that he had for that moment, okay? And I think the reason this is so cool to me is because we also got the X-Men 97 theme to play during Multiverse of Madness, where you see Charles. When you see Charles come out, they give you the 97 X-Men theme. A lot of people were like, oh shit, like that's the 90s X-Men show. But then in the credits for the movie, it is actually the 97 theme. Okay? And Feige is again putting a big mutant/X-Men tease into Miss Marvel weeks before San Diego Comic-Con. You might say, oh, well, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. That doesn't matter for Feige. He has literally said before that he plans production of the different movies and shows so that he has things ready to announce at Comic-Con, okay? Because, look, again, you know, we don't know for sure what's going to be announced tomorrow, but I'm choosing to fucking get hyped, man. I'm choosing to get excited because I'm reading in the tea leaves a little bit here that they are setting up to announce something X-Men and mutants. Regardless of what happens tomorrow, they are doing it today, and they are doing it with 97. And the theme of this show being an important piece of Multiverse of Madness, and then Miss Marvel, and now we're going to finally find out about X-Men 97. That's pretty freaking awesome, right? I also just think it's so dope and poetic because, you know, the 90s X-Men show was such a, I guess, gateway drug into Marvel X-Men stuff. I mean, how many of you guys, I would be really curious, how many of you guys, like, the 90s X-Men show was like one of your very first entries into Marvel? Or was it like, you know, you're like, oh shit, nerdy kind of baptism or something like that? I think that Eric says he's never seen it. Yeah, it was a big deal, right? So between the 90s Spider-Man show, the X-Men show, and like some of these dope Marvel 90s X-Men cards and things like that, like this was height of X-Men frenzy. And I think for a lot of nerds that are like my age or like around my age, this show was seminal in our integration into the nerdy ways, right? It was like a beautiful gift from the nerdy shaman that had came before. And especially for like young kids that aren't necessarily going to read a dense-ass Chris Claremont X-Men comic book, the show is very accessible, right? So I just think it's so damn cool that like animation has been such a central part of Marvel and the brand and getting all of that out there to different people. It's been a nice entry point for a lot of folks. And now we're kind of seeing after what happened with the MCU, because Marvel was, you know, whatever, and then the MCU kind of like just like takes Marvel as far as a brand like to this insane next level, right? And it's just cool that, like, now, via the MCU, we're going to get a continuation, maybe reboot, of X-Men 97 that will serve as another sort of entry point for this new generation, for younger nerds everywhere, and for those of us that have been around for a while. It'll still be our first big look at what's going on with the mutants, what's going on with X-Men within the Marvel now multiverse. And the director of the show, and I wonder if it's in this article at all, let's take a peek. The director and the producers of the show have talked about how this will be, there's something here as far as how this will connect to the MCU. Let me quickly see if I can find his exact quote, because it's pretty interesting what he said. X-Men 97 MCU canon. Because there were some really cool comments that he made. Maybe this is the way. Maybe this is the way. Okay, here we go. Boom. Let's check this out. X-Men 97 writer teases MCU connection to the series. So, but the series writer has something to tease about this theory. In an interview with The Direct, he said here, the one thing I can say towards this, I know sometimes we say no comment, and we're being obstinate. I'm not going to go with no comment here, because part of the surprise will be finding out when you experience the show. So, like, he's not really... He's trying to like give you a little bit of juice there without saying anything, right? And so we also know that the Charles Xavier that was in Multiverse of Madness was specifically made to look like the one from the 90s cartoon, right? Like the golden chair, the yellow chair, even the suit that he wears, right? This was all done intentionally. And so I don't know, man. I'm personally of the mind, and I would love to know what you guys think about this, but I'm personally of the mind that there will be a well thought out connection in a impactful way that this show will impact MCU canon for the mutants. What do you think? Yes or no? How you feeling? How you feel about that? Okay, so look at this. We're split here in the poll. 40% say big hype. 44% say mid hype. That's still a lot of hype. That's like 84% of us leaning pretty much on the hype train, which is nice. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. No? Well, Trev, that's because you want the fucking X-Men Evolutions bullshit Sabrina the Teenage Witch Mean Girls show to be your canon. And you're also Canadian. Not that that matters. But it totally does. So, a couple of different ways that I think this could tie into the MCU. And again, we have no idea. We have no idea. We're going to know in hours. Less than 6 hours. We'll know. We'll have the answer. I think. Right? Because this is coming out next year. You know? And again, I think it's a big deal for all the reasons that I said before. Can you tell that I'm fucking hyped up for this shit? I want to throw a couple of ideas at you guys. And I want to know what you think about this. Yes or no, do you think it's possible that this X-Men 97 show will take place in the 838 universe? Yes or no? What do you think? What do you think? Okay, pretty mixed bag. A lot of people say yes, a lot of people say no. Should we poll it? Should we poll it up? Should we go to Poll Town, USA? Let's see what you guys think. We'll do an official poll. We'll do an official poll on this. And I'll kind of blurb with you guys about why I think this could actually be the case. Number one, of course, the most obvious clue is Charles himself looking very much like the one we saw in the old show. And just from a design perspective, you could believe that, yeah, it's possible. It's possible they set that up and they wanted that to happen, okay? The other reason I think it's possible is because 838 as a universe, I get the feeling that it's not just going to be a one-off, right? And I did the theory video back in the day where I was like, dude, every single one of those Illuminati members could still be alive. All of them that Wanda killed could still be alive. Just go watch the video. Crazy. Time Stone, resurrections, mutant resurrection via Krakoa, all kinds of crazy stuff they could be doing, okay? And I would kind of like it if 838 was not just a one and done. If 838 was developed a little bit more. And one of the reasons that I would really like this is because in the Secret Wars, like, time runs out event, it ends up coming down to two universes in the whole multiverse. The whole multiverse is collapsing, and it comes down to two. And on the one side, you've got 616, and on the other side you have the Ultimates universe, which I think is 17-something. I forget the number, but I think it's 17-something. And so I would actually think it's kind of cool if 838 stuck around a little bit more, and maybe we set up the multiversal wars to come with 838 making an appearance once again. There's already history here with both our Stephen Strange, America Chavez just in general, but also our Wanda wreaking havoc on said universe. Okay, they also know about the multiverse. They're mapping out the multiverse. They're ahead of us in many ways as far as the possibility of, you know, making around whatever calamities are happening in the multiverse, right? So I think that could actually be kind of cool, man. Another crazy thing that could happen if they did this. We know that the Avengers are kind of not a big deal in 838. Okay? Through a variety of things that we see in the film, it's pretty much established that they're not a big deal in the 838. A lot of the Avengers probably quit or go home because Ultron just does his thing. But I wonder if Charles, being as powerful and influential as he is on said planet and in said universe, I wonder if the X-Men are like the Avengers there. You know, maybe after Ultron is created, a lot of the Avengers leave, but the X-Men stick around and they become one of the big superhero groups of that planet. And the reason that would be really interesting is because you could do an Avengers versus X-Men thing, but via Secret Wars, via the multiversal war, and again, via 838 versus 616. I know, we're getting really nerdy with it, okay? That's what we do here. So everybody buckle up your face parts and shut your butthole, and let's just keep going, okay? Another possibility for X-Men 97, and let's go to Poll Town on this one, because it looks like it's pretty much split down the middle. It's 54-46 or whatever, but it's pretty split, right? Some of you guys are like, oh man, it could be 838, maybe not. We're pretty split. Okay. Shut my what? Yeah, that's right. I said it. Okay. Does... And honestly, dude, this might be super nerdy, but even typing in X-Men on actual polls on our streams and shit right now has got me kind of hyped. Like, I'm kind of fucking hyped, low-key. It's not even low-key. Does X-Men 97 take place in the MCU 616? What do you think? Yes or no? What do you think? Kendall. Of course not. I hope so. No, yes. Interesting. Let your voice be heard. The animation panel has not started yet. It'll start later in the day, my guy. But we will talk about it. No way, says Trev. That X-Men show crossed over with other shows. So it absolutely did. Okay. What we have to figure out, and this is a whole nother thing. There's layers to this. It's like an onion. Makes you cry. No, there are layers here. Okay. So is it possible that this takes place in the actual 616 MCU? Yes. Yes. But here's the thing. If that is true, then it cannot be a strict continuation of the 90s X-Men show from before. Okay? So, we're in the multiverse. Okay, we're talking comics. Like, let's not forget, we're talking comics, and we're in the multiverse. So, the way that this could work is if the Charles and the X-Men from the original show perhaps will meet and have an interaction with this group of X-Men that is the X-Men within 616. And so it is possible that there's something going on where the X-Men that we saw before, it's almost like what Feige was doing with the multiverse, where it's very similar in some ways, but then there are deviations and differences. And if you look at the different variants of like Peter Parker or even Stephen Strange, some of this stuff is consistent in the same, right? Like there's fixed points in time, there's relationships that seem to always happen, etc., etc. But then there are also wild deviations. And so if they set up a scenario in which, like maybe in the first episode, and this show would be wild, right? But what if in the very first episode, the universe that we followed with the X-Men is destroyed in an incursion? The one from before. Okay? The one that we all watched together in the 90s. You know, the one that's way better than X-Men Evolutions, despite what Trev says. What if we watch, at the beginning of X-Men 97, we watch that universe be destroyed by an incursion? And what if that group of X-Men, maybe not all of them, maybe some of them or most of them then, come into our 616 universe and interact with the X-Men of our universe? Okay? Now, they've actually done something similar to this in comics before with the X-Men. There was a time period where you had both older versions of the characters and younger versions of the characters that were ripped out of time and put into the show. Okay? And maybe we would get a scenario in which you have more traditional looking X-Men from that universe interacting with the X-Men of the 616, both of which trying to prevent incursions and help the multiverse from destroying itself. Okay? Like, hot damn. Hot damn. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, we're just throwing ideas out here. We don't know for sure, okay? But there is actually a way that this could be happening in 616 or come to happen in 616, and then we get some kind of a story that really matters and is impactful to the X-Men that we know of now. I don't know how true this is, but dude, trust me, bro, did tell me a couple of weeks ago that whoever's going to be the new Wolverine, that it will be more of like a blue and yellow costume. That they're trying to go for more blue and yellow with the X-Men. And so I wonder, you know, there's just all sorts of ways that they could make this happen and make this work. And I think it would be quite freaking cool. There's also the possibility that it is just isolated to the universe that was established before. But again, I just don't see a scenario in which that doesn't come into contact with our MCU 616 or something like that, because multiverse is on the table. It's so obviously a big part of where this is all heading. And so if it's just isolated to the universe that came before with the X-Men from the 90s, and it has nothing to do with 616 or anything like that, I'd still love it because it's X-Men, but I'd be a little bit more like, wait, what? Like, why are you then using the theme in the live action stuff? Do you know what I mean? It's just that there's something there. There's this master plan, as it's been referred to, that Feige has. And I don't know how it's all going to shake out. But I do think, and I feel pretty strongly, that this X-Men 97 show is a big part of that. 100%. So, yeah. Thoughts? What are your thoughts, chat? What do you think? Get thoughts? Thoughts? New X-Men will wear blue and yellow at home and gray on the road. Oh my goodness. Mike Stan Chill Porter. You son of a biscuit. Second Son says, I love it. My thoughts, says Pat. No, not those kind of thoughts, bro. Not those. There's really no mutants in the 616, and X-Men 97 had an incursion, try to create another one by escaping, but because they don't have any mutants. No, I think there are mutants in the MCU. I'm just not, I mean, Kamala's a mutant in the MCU. You know, and I've heard mixed things about Namor. Like somebody who said, no, Namor will not be a mutant, but new reports indicate that he may well be a mutant. Right? It's whatever. Okay, fine, Colin. Seems that you're not really excited, Colin. Sheesh. Sheesh. Yeah. When should we see the animation panel leak? I mean, it'll all start coming out around 3, 4, maybe 5 tonight. My video will probably go up like 5:36. Yeah, you son of a biscuit. Yeah, kind of cool, huh? Kind of cool. I hope we see the Phoenix, bro. I think Josh's hair is mutating. It is a little bit, isn't it? It's got a mind of its own. It's got a mind of its own. It's like Medusa's hair, but like without all the cool powers and shit like that. So, okay, that's cool. That's fun. That was a nice little blurb on that. Either way, I'm really freaking excited for the X-Men 97. Let's fucking go. But let's now talk about Spider-Man Freshman Year. Freshman Year. It's coming. Apparently, it is not going to have Tom Holland as Peter Parker, but it is going to be about that same character, and I believe they're getting the dude that voiced him in What If to do it, and I'm super excited, man. I'm super excited for this. Again, what did we just talk about? We talked about this a lot just now. It was the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, and it was the 90s X-Men cartoon that really were seminal, nerdy moments for a lot of different people. And it's so damn cool that we're going to be getting the mother flippin' freshman year at San Diego Comic-Con. I can't wait, dude. Now, this one, I think there's a little bit less mystery, right? Like, we know this is going to be our Peter Parker. And I believe, let me know, I want to look this up real quick, because I always mix this up. Do we know if it's going to be his year of high school, where he's in his own suit, or is it in college? Based on Marvel Comics, maybe it's a prequel. Oh, it's a prequel to Civil War. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it's him in high school. Okay, cool. So this is going to be just Peter being Peter, a little bit more of, less of Iron Boy and more of actually Peter Parker, which is going to be really cool, man. I don't know how much there is to necessarily speculate about the show. I think we'll find out a ton, today or whatever. But either way, I'm excited. Maybe we'll get an idea of like the villains, the animation style, and all that sort of stuff. So we can check out this article though. It's got a little bit of juice in it, a little bit juicy. So here we go. Marvel Studios has been on a bit of a roll with their Phase 4 film slate. The studio releases films like Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Ten Rings, blah, 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 blah. While a few of their films have been a little bit of a dud, the majority of them were pretty successful. Out of all of them, Spider-Man No Way Home has everything fans could want. It seems like the end game. Co-director Joe Russo agrees. Russo recently had a chat with Den of Geek where he reveals No Way Home was his favorite Phase 4 film. Obviously, it was freaking incredible. I think one of the things Marvel doesn't get enough credit for is what else bonded people after such a divisive time during the pandy and all of these manufacturer conflicts has been playing out all over America. But going into a theater, race, color, creed, or whatever, you're a Democrat or Republican, it doesn't matter. The power of filmmaking is the ability to bind people together, the community in a public square, respective of background, and Marvel does that better than anyone, and I don't think they get enough credit for that. And if that is the true power of filmmaking, then they're certainly the most potent filmmaking entity on the planet, because you go into see these theaters and oh boy, there's a lot of joy and happiness. That's true. Wait, what the fuck? That isn't even about the show. This article's butt. Anyways, they're going to talk. Fine. Joe Russo likes Spider-Man No Way Home. Guess what? So did everybody. It's fucking awesome. But we'll learn more about this later today. I don't know if there's even much more to say about this, to be honest with you. I'm excited, man. Spider-Man's like one of, if not the favoritist Marvel character of mine. So I'm pretty hyped up. Pretty excited. You know what else I'm really hyped up for? Is What If Season 2, man. I told you guys recently I went back and I revisited What If. The last 2 episodes in particular, if you watch those back to back, holy hot, spicy meatballs on a pizza. That shit was good. I really, really like What If. I know it's not perfect. It's got some unevenness, but generally speaking, I thought What If was such a celebration of all the things Marvel that we love. It's so dope. The What If aspect of it is just so fun. It feels very familiar to all the other phases as well. It might be one of the most MCU feeling shows that we've gotten so far. A lot of these things, they're branching out, they're trying new stuff. What If to me really feels like MCU. And I want to see where they go from here, man. I really do. I want to see more fun What If stuff. I want to see the team get back together again. I'd love for these characters to work their way into more of Marvel. Like Peggy Carter in Multiverse of Madness, that is not the same Peggy that we get in What If. And she gone anyway. She gets cut in half. So I would really like to see more of What If. I'm pretty freaking excited for it. And there could even be more. There could be more surprises. Yeah. Could be more surprises. Better see more of Star-Lord T'Challa. Yeah, absolutely. They need somebody that's really good with the voice, though, obviously, to replace Chad. But, yeah, dude. Of course. That character's amazing. Really, really liked it. Okay, let's go over just a couple other tidbits, and then we'll get into some Q's and some A's. And then we'll get a couple call-ins going on here as well. Yo, I'm starving, bros. I'm so hungry. And I got caught on a weird rabbit hole recently where I watched these dudes make like really incredible margarita pizzas from scratch. Oh my God. It was amazing, dude. Okay, a couple of things going on here. Will Coulter, who is our Adam Warlock, said he's coming down to San Diego Comic-Con. I expect him to... Oh, wait. You can't see this. I expect him to be there. I expect to get a nice, fun tease, an announcement about Guardians Volume 3, which I think is really cool. Obviously, talk more about that tomorrow, heading down to Comic-Con. And they're going to talk more about She-Hulk. I expect that. That's going to be cool. Freshman Year confirmed for SDCC. We just talked about that. It's going to be fun. Little more love here. Yo, I don't know how into all this we will be here, but Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur is apparently incredible. People are really hyped up on this. I always thought the character was fun from comics, so I don't know. Might be fun. Might be something you're into. Oh, no. A little bit of a leakage here. Sorry, Big Stevie W. Close your ears. And your mouth, probably. Just forever, actually. Just shut your mouth. The MCU update. Chloe Bennett is coming back, but we don't know for what project, okay? So, look. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fans, where are you? Where's the homie? Probably Secret Invasion. Yeah, probably Secret Invasion. Who's the dude that always just be talking about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Billy Lawrence, right? Billy Lawrence, where you at, huh? Okay, look. Here's what people have said, though. It's not going to be the same character. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not MCU canon, but they will bring Chloe back. And just like probably what they're going to do with the Netflix shows is it'll be a similar variant. Some of the stuff will be the same, some of it will not be. No, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not canon. You don't say that. She's so hot, says Matic. Yeah, she's a looker. You know, she's kind of a babe. If I may be so bold. Maybe I've been watching too much Andrew Tate. Pause. Just watch the chat blow up real quick. I've been like joking about how into Andrew Tate I've been getting. Like, I'm just, because Elisa absolutely hates him, and like, look, the guy's pretty much a total jackass, but it's been kind of fun to like do that accent and be like, I'm the top G, and like say stupid shit like that. It is kind of fun. You know, he's got a fun, goofy brand. Oh, yo, I'm the top G, blah, 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 you know? Okay, anyways. Chloe Bennett. Good looking. I rest my case. This one's kind of fun. Grace, who apparently just did a bunch of stuff about She-Hulk, so let's watch it. Let's read it. She says here, and for those of you who think the MCU is too silly, seems Secret Invasion will be more serious, like Winter Soldier. I'm kind of down. I could use a little more seriousness. A good guess is that Adam Warlock will take Man-Child to a whole new level, who answers to mommy, but very powerful baby, more than Captain Marvel. I love her in action, so this could be cool. Hopefully we get to see the first look on Saturday. Yeah, that's true, and that's probably going to be really fun. That's going to be fun. This is kind of interesting. Have you guys been checking out all the stuff that's been coming out about the Marvels? I don't know what to think of all this. It's pretty wild. It seems really, really wild, okay? So, apparently, Monica, Carol, and Kamala are all linked, and when they use their abilities before they synchronize their powers, they switch places with each other. And on top of that, you got a musical element. Yeah, okay. You know, okay. All right, Marvels. You know, maybe the Marvels, like, to be honest with you, maybe the Marvels needs to just go for it. Because, to be honest with you guys, like, a lot of people are, like, just going to write this off anyway. Because, like, I still think a lot of people just really don't like Brie Larson. You know, which is why they brought in these other way more likable actresses to, like, help her out, right? We'll see what happens. She says, the Marvels is really trippy, like Guardians of the Galaxy. It seems Monica and Spectrum have a lot of action scenes. Miss Marvel's family is back, which is great. I actually do like these characters quite a bit. So, yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. What did she say about She-Hulk, though? Somebody said she was talking about She-Hulk. I don't see her really talking about it. We talked about this, the black and white for the Halloween special. I actually think that would be really fun if they did that. If they stuck to that. So that'd be cool. Oh, here we go. This is kind of fun. This is best. Yeah. This is from Love and Thunder. It's crazy because, I mean, you don't really see this character at all in the scene. It doesn't seem to matter and really have an impact at all. But it's just cool design, and it's kind of fun that, yes, this is a thing, and yes, I think it will be in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. But it's also kind of a shame that this wasn't focused on more in the film, and the whole God sequence, I felt like should have just been a little bit more serious, you know? But you could probably say that for every aspect of Taika's movie. Because, you know, it was a joke shotgun fest. Pretty crazy. Okay, so I think that's all the news, right? I think that's all the little bits. And again, the panel will be coming later this afternoon. I will definitely be standing by. I'll be in the tower all day. And when it comes out, I will do a video tonight that will react to it all. And then tomorrow we will stream and we'll talk about it together. No, I didn't like the King of Dumplings. I thought he was stupid as fuck, if I'm being honest with you. I thought it was pretty much stupid as fuck. Dumpling King, my ass. Jesus. Okay. So let's get into some Q's and some A's. I'll go over the super chats. I'll go over the member chats. And then we'll get into a few call-ins. And then we'll probably call it a gosh dang day there, okay? And then we'll probably call it a gosh dang day. You know? Okay, Joey Ebbs with a $5 holla says, Joey Ebbs first in with a $5 holla. Happy Friday, Nerdventures. SDCC weekend. Thanks. Thanks, my guy. Appreciate you, brother. Rect Procta says, I'm excited for X-Men 97, but also Marvel Zombies will be sick. That trailer, I hope it's just like the comics. I'm assuming it will be faithful. Yo, that's true, dude. That could be super fun. Marvel Zombies was a pretty sick time period in comics. Very, very fun. Yo, can I show you guys my new Iron Man toy? I put it on Instagram yesterday. A lot of you guys watched it on there, but I want to, let's do an ADD distraction break from this. Look, check this out. Check this out. The Marvel Tech on Avengers Iron Man with the big old jetpack thing, dude. Come on, man. Look at that. Whoo! Look at this thing. I gotta put the autofocus on so you can really see it. Hang on. Oh man. Oh, man. The details. The articulation. Whew. Hot damn. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I like Iron Man a lot. I pretty much have an Iron Man figure collection building. And I'm going to get all these kind of different Iron Man because I love DOS Iron Man. Let's keep going there. Matthew Larson with a $10 holla. Very generous. Says, Josh, I figured it all out. X-Men 97 will introduce Moira McTaggart and her mutant power of reincarnation from Hal/Powers of X. This will be the mechanism by which they connect the MCU to the show. That's actually brilliant, dude. I can't believe I didn't think about that. And also, that's really weird right away for fans. But maybe because of the comics, people would be more accepting of it. That would be insane. Okay, so let's take a little TLDR and let me explain to you how this works. And also, where's the dude in here that said he was 3D printing a Doctor Doom mask? And will you send me one? Somebody, give this man the P.O. box and 3D print me a Doctor Doom mask. ASAP. ASAP. Okay, let's talk about Moira McTaggart. Okay, Moira McTaggart. So, Moira, longtime human friend to the mutants, or so it was thought. And then a crazy fun retcon that was created by Jonathan Hickman was that she's actually this incredibly powerful mutant, and she's immortal. But every time she dies, she's born again, and she resets the entire timeline. So she takes, like, all of time is connected to her life. And so what if, what they're implying with this message, what Matthew is saying, is it is the old X-Men show, but maybe in the first episode or something like that, Moira dies, and then the rest of the show, we see this new version of Moira and the X-Men in 616, and all that other stuff happened, but it doesn't impact the timeline anymore. Damn! That's so dumb, says Sebastian. Oh, okay, never mind then. I thought it was cool, but I guess it's not. I guess I was wrong. I thought it was cool though, so okay. Moosty says, taking 120 milligrams after workout. That's more fun to watch while I melt my brain. Wait, what? MCU Spider Trilogy or Star Wars OT? Star Wars OT. Also, have you ever played Subnautica? No, I've not played it, man. I've not played it. And I love you right back. Appreciate you, bro. Jack R., welcome to the Nerdventures. You are a Nerdventure now. Patrick says, I know everyone is on the Marvel and Henry Cavill Superman train for SDCC, but can we just get any announcement or update for Season 2 of Invincible? That's a good question, man. I don't know if that's going down at all. I mean, I know the season's coming, but I don't know if they're at San Diego. Are they at San Diego or not? I hope so. That would be sick, dude. Get a little update. Be kind of fun. Jaboy G. He's the top G. Hey, he's the top G. Member for 10 months says, big love to what you do, Josh. Huge Feige / MCU simp. So pumped to see more of the announcements. Announced projects. D23 about to be wild with the unannounced stuff. That's true. That is true, and I appreciate you, man. Thanks for all the support. And hell yeah, man. Let's go. Skunkus says, if Wanda killed the 838's version of Xavier, does that mean that Patrick Stewart or James McAvoy could still be 616 Xavier? Absolutely, but I don't think that's the direction they're going to go in. Okay, here's a question. Giancarlo Esposito as Xavier. What do you think? Total rumor, total BS, or do you think it could actually happen? Because I still think, I mean, that one has not been hard debunked by anybody. And I know, oh, bro, speaking of the Invincible stuff, it looks like they've got some stuff here. Rumor happening. I don't like it. He's in his 60s. Would be a great choice. Huh. I think it could still be real. And again, I would be down with it. I think it could work. He would be good. So we'll see. Maybe that gets announced, you know? I don't know. Jaboy G says, Josh, did you see Grace's spoiler tweets? I think we just went over those, brother. Is there something I missed? Let me know. Old School says, I thought when Wanda put her hex over the entire world, we'd have mutants then. Yeah, I thought that too. I think a lot of people were on that train. There's obviously some kind of a plan, but I don't know what it is. So we'll just have to wait and see, you know? We'll have to wait and see. Michael Bolin says, you can't be that hype if you don't like Evolution. Fake Disney show, bro. Hang on one second. I want to see if I can find this tweet that I think I screenshotted. Is it this one? Nope. Nah, I can't show it. I'll put it on Discord later. I literally unironically saw somebody sharing their opinions about X-Men 97, or rather Evolutions, and I wanted to share it because it's so damn funny, but also everyone might get mad at me for sharing it. So, anyway. Ross says, dropped a new music video today, fam. Some nerdy bars. Appreciate you, brother. I will definitely check that out. I think I saw you send it to me on Twitter, so I'll check that out. 100%. I'll check it out. Josiah says, you think they could show the 838 Infinity War in animation, start to finish instead of glimpses? Much love, my guy. Dude, that would be incredible. I would love to see that, bro. I would love to see that. That's such a cool idea for an animated project. Shout out to you, man. That'd be fun. Ben Snow says, have you seen New Rockstar's theory about 838 Strange reversing his death to Whisper Man with the Time Stone since Thanos dies before he could take it? I have not seen that, and I'm actually not 100% sure what you're saying there, bro. Reversing his death to Whisper Man with the Time Stone since Thanos dies before you could take it. Oh, maybe, but he's dead when we go to 838, so I don't know about that. Eric says, OG Justice League Animated or OG X-Men? It's X-Men for me, although I do like both of those shows. Either 838 or the other one, Dreamwalking Strange. Yes, it's possible that that's what's going on, 100%. But I think that the one in 838 is dead. Mike says, I would imagine it would be the Avengers Unity Squad with a mixture of Avengers and X-Men. Go Ultimates, Happy SDCC, Hot Toys, N1 Starfighter shown. I know, I gotta get it. I gotta have it. They got me again. Star Wars, you got me again. I can't believe it. Overbound Game Studio says, in the comics, X-Men 97 births a new universe. The Marvel Universe proper, IRC? What the fuck? Interesting. Okay, so maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. Brandon Voss says, yo, Josh, can we do a watch party for X-Men 97 or a Logan watch party? Nerdventures for life. We can absolutely do that, man. I won't be able to do it today, though, and tomorrow. So, like, I won't be able to do. Maybe. We'll definitely do watch parties for X-Men 97. I don't think we can do a Logan watch party, although we do a new watch party every month. So maybe next month we'll do it if enough people want to. Let's see here. Just saw Sean Bean was cast in pivotal MC role. Where'd you see that? Where'd you see that? I don't... Sean, where's that coming from? Let me look. Sean Bean in the MCU. I don't see anything on this, man. Yeah, sorry. Don't see it. If any of the X-Men are gender swap, I'm going to cry out of anger and sadness. I think it's a... Here's the thing. Obviously, wait and see. I think there's a narrative already starting to build, and, you know, it's par for the course, but there's a lot of people that are super triggered by the comments that Victoria Alonso said about X-Men versus mutants. I am in the camp that thinks if they don't want to call them X-Men, or they're trying to be, like, more inclusive or do even more, because the X-Men are already an incredibly diverse group. Mutants were very diverse. It was already... you know, in some ways, like woke or whatever you want to call it, right? So I'm a person, though, that does not want them to go too far with it. So they're the X-Men, you know, and that's fine. But as far as like race swapping and gender swapping, like I really don't care as long as the vibe's right. You know what I mean? But if it feels like they're just like doing it all for the sake of representation and they're just trying to be like, yeah, like pushy with it or whatever. I think for me, like ultimately... I'm not going to be one of these guys that jumps the gun. I'm not going to be like looking for the low-hanging fruit. But I will also not just be quiet if I think that they're fucking up the X-Men. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Ben Snow says, is that John Wick down there? Huh? What? And yes, CGM says, call the She-Hulk number. It's pretty cool. Okay, maybe I will, but I'm not right now. Not right now. I appreciate you, though, bro. Francis Future S says, I'm working on set on Madam Web right now. I know lots. Francis, I already know lots, too, about Madam Web. I know it's going to be a big, hot, steaming pile of Sony dookie. And even if you don't think that, I mean, it'd have to be pretty impressive for me not to think that show's going to be absolute dookie or movie. You're breaking my brain. Francis has literally broken my brain. And now I don't know what to do. I feel lost. I feel confused. I feel hungry. Anyway, Sozin's comment says, still hyped for SDCC. Do you think we'll get any Loki Season 2 news? By the way, really want to see Blade and Deadpool work together on the same project. Yeah, that would be super cool, man. I don't know. Maybe Loki Season 2. It seems like they're fast tracking. I mean, it's filming right now, so maybe they could even have a little sizzler or something like that. I just have faith in Kevin Feige. I think he's going to come correct. Because I think he understands fandom and nerds better than most. And so Disney might be like, well, Kevin, we really want most of the things to happen at D23. And he's probably like, yeah, shut the fuck up and get off my back because I know this shit way better than you. And I'll do a bunch of fun stuff at D23, but I'm also going to drop some awesome stuff at San Diego Comic-Con. So shut the fuck up, Bob Chapek. Rabs says, good day from Australia, mate. 1:30 a.m. here. Please give your best Aussie accent. Oh, that's not a knife. Now that's a knife. That's my best Australian accent right there. Throw a little shrimp on the barbie. Have a Foster's. And shut the fuck up. Australia, mate. I don't know. How was that? Finto182 says, I saw a good theory about 616 Illuminati already being teased in the 616 at the end of Shang-Chi. We see Captain Marvel, gross, Sorcerer Supreme, 616, and the smartest man, Bruce, instead of Reed. Any thoughts? Take my money. Yeah, I got some thoughts. No! I wouldn't prefer it. Yeah. Devin says, I will print and mail you one, good sir. Oh my God, thank you so much. That's incredible. P.O. Box 1390, Erie, PA, 16512, I believe is the address. Somebody double check me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what we got going on. And thank you so much. Aaliyah is a Nerdventure at the Prime level. Thank you so much for that. And we do stream today at 1 p.m. We will do a stream with the Nerdventures at the Prime level. It's going to be super fun. We'll talk about business. We'll talk about some of the stuff going on behind the scenes and future plans, etc., etc. So I'll see you guys, you Prime members. I'll see you guys at 1 p.m. today. Jensen Baker says, I think you missed my super chat yesterday. It was about Thor Skywalker making his own Kenobi story. Also, I think Nor Dimension could be the negative zone. Ooh, I like that. And also, I didn't know about Thor Skywalker. I obviously missed your chat yesterday, and I apologize. Making his own Kenobi, huh? I mean, I did that, but not enough people hit the like button on it, so then I said no, and I'm not doing it anymore. Maybe someday I'll revisit that story, but, you know, you guys didn't even like it that much. So... Anyway, thanks, Jensen. I appreciate the love, man. And I'll check that out if he ever publishes it. I like the negative zone theory, too. Prince Zodiac says, World War II is too far behind us to make sense. Maybe X and Magneto experience like the race riots and supremacy, and that's their stepping off point. Yeah, I've heard this argument before. I think it works. Some people would be super triggered by it, but I actually think it works. We'll see what they do, though. We'll see what they do. Christian White says, you think we're ever going to see MCU and Cosmic Universe crossover? I'm still confused why Multiverse of Madness Reed named the MCU 616. Such smart. Yeah, we're definitely going to see more of that, you know? Definitely. That a lot of that stuff's on the table. I think the cosmic multiversal stuff is going to play big towards Secret Wars, the road up to Secret Wars, 100%. And we got our own Fantastic Four coming. Smokey Kenobi says, watching Deadpool with my 4-year-old. Dude, that's sick. That's sick. And also, that's too early because there's too much swear word jokes stuff. I guess that's what I'm supposed to say. I don't know, man. Have fun. C-Dub says with a $10 holla, have you seen the poster for Chris Nolan's upcoming film, Oppenheimer? The cast is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I saw the poster. It looks cool. I'm excited for that flick. I'm a fan of the Nolan. I'm a big, big fan of Nolan. I like Chris Nolan, man. Good dude. Cool homie. I'm going to check that film out for sure. Devin says, you can have 9 members on X-Men team in a movie. Who's your pick? Also, I'll get the mask printed out and sent. Nerdventures for life. Well, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Okay. Cyclops, Jean Grey, Storm, Gambit, Forge, Cable, kind of like Cable, Morph, Dupe, Shatterstar. That's my 9. That's my team. Let's go. Ben Snow, $20 holla. Holy shit. Very generous. Says, I thought I saw John Wick further down that Twitter feed you were looking at. Also, 838 Strange may very well have gone into hiding to build up his powers so he can exact vengeance. Also, his Darkhold is gone, so... Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't mind him coming back. We don't really get much with him at all in the show or whatever, so it would be fun if he came back. Just in general, I think more evil Doctor Stranges are on the way, absolutely, and that's pretty sick. So, I'm into that. And the John Wick news, I don't know what it was, brother. Maybe a still or something? There's a ton of fun stuff happening. Like, dude, I think the Dungeons and Dragons shit was awesome. I loved that trailer, man. I really did. I thought it was super fun. You see a mimic, you see a black dragon, you see somebody use a spell like Misty Step or whatever and teleport out of the way. So much fun stuff going on in there. Gelatinous Cube. Lots of fun stuff. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. So appreciate the love, man. D-Block Games. Welcome to the Nerdventures. You are a Nerdventure. Oh, comic universe. Oh, no, it's not going to interact with the comic universe, bro. Sorry. No, I don't think that's going to happen, so. Boo, weak-ass X-Men list. You don't say that, Neil Taylor. Shut your mouth. And your butt. No Wolverine for you. Oh, wow, that's different. Wolverine's cool. Kerchief Amp says, hey, Josh, do you think all the MCU will use genocide that happened in Bosnia to update the trauma that happened in Europe to develop Magneto? It's possible. There's a lot of different things they could do it, and I think that is absolutely one of them. It's going to be interesting to see what they, hopefully a lot of thought, a lot of care, and a lot of discussions have happened about that, right? So, yeah. Oh, snap. Infect? Bruh. You can't. Running Infect in Commander? That's a big butthole move right there, bro. That is a butthole move. Brasido, your thoughts in the comics. Originally, related mutants couldn't hurt each other with their power. You think this is carried over to the MCU? It would be kind of fun. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Could be fun, though. Kind of like it. I kind of like that. Where do we see Silver Surfer? Aubrey, I have no idea. I have no idea, but I am anticipating and hopeful that we will get some of that. I want the Surfer. I like the Surfer. And I want that. And I like that. So yeah. All right, let's do a couple call-ins, man. You guys on the old Discord? Nerdventures? Are you on the Discord? Boom. I'm gonna start the stage. Let's get some call-ins going on, man. Boom. 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 Ba-ba boom. Ba-ba boom. Ba-ba boom. All right, let's get Kendall on. Kendall! Kendall!
Yo, what is going on, Josh?
What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm doing good, brother. Can't complain.
That's good.
Yo, I am effing hyped for this animated part tonight, man. Dude, like, what if season 2? I think it could be an absolute, like, slapper, bro.
Yeah, for
and
sure,
then
man.
going into X-Men. The X-Men thing has me thinking, like, because I definitely do think it could be in the 838. Like, I don't think I'm with you. Like, I don't think the 838 is a throwaway. I think we're definitely coming back where it has significance. But, like, one thing that has me, like, interested in stuff is, I wonder if it's being hinted at that the 616, like the MCU 616, is the strongest universe out there.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of wondering about that because, one, we had the Scarlet Witch come up there, and I don't think any other universe had that type of powerful being like the Scarlet Witch. When during No Way Home, Jamie Foxx comes into our world, and he not only doesn't look like a nerd anymore, he talks about how much power it feels like he has.
Yeah.
And it had me thinking about like the cosmic stuff, like they kind of show like the cosmic stuff in the bottom of the Sanctorum, and like how that flowed through. And then also too, like in Multiverse of Madness, that Doctor Strange, the first one, when he was using his powers, like the colors were white, his magical powers were white.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of wondering if that's like a semblance of different universes having different types of cosmic energy. Right. Long story short, I'm just like curious to see if, a theory into where the MCU 616 could be the strongest one, basically because it is the like sacred timeline.
Right.
And then how that could possibly tie into like other stories, especially when it comes into the X-Men and what they're going to do with the 838. Because like I said, I definitely feel like that's probably going to be the 838 is probably going to be the X-Men 97 universe.
Yeah.
And also the universe where we see a lot of like other stuff go down, possibly through animation, because it just feels like at this point animation is what Marvel is doing that they don't have the budget to put live action into. So.
Right. Well, it seems like they're going to do some really crazy stuff in animation that would probably cost way more, you know what I mean, in live action. So yeah, I'm on that. Yo, I appreciate the call, brother. Let me take you out of here. I'm going to expand on this for a little bit here, okay?
Okay.
All right, much love, brother. Much love. I think that's a crazy fun idea, and I like to me, and I'm sure that Kendall's head is going in the same direction, to me this might have to do with Kang, okay? And the sacred timeline and the fact that our universe might be the strongest one, I really like this idea, especially if He Who Remains was crafting the sacred timeline in such a way that he would create the best, most powerful version of the Avengers. Maybe for some inevitable multiversal war. And in the comics, in like Avengers Forever, there was this concept where Kang does pull out the Avengers and then they fight with him via multiverse against other versions of Kang and things of that nature, right? The Time Lords, blah, blah, blah. So I actually love the idea that Kang created scenarios in which our version of these characters would be the most powerful versions, because that's something that also is repeated in the comic books, because like Earth 616 is just capable of doing shit that other Earths and other universes just don't do. Like, it's really, really wild what they're all capable of and how powerful these different characters are. I also think it's possible that the lack of mutants could be something that was built in via Kang, because maybe he realized the mutants down the line would absolutely take over, pose a threat to threads that would lead to Nathaniel Richards and things like that. And so I think that's absolutely possible. It would be really, really freaking cool. So with the exploration of maybe 838, maybe other X-Men teams via the 97 show or whatever, you know, I think we're on the same path there, my guy. Like, I think that's where it's all going for sure. Let's get Matt in here. Matt, bringing you on to the call, man.
What up, Josh? How's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I just have a quick question about the new Spider-Man show. Yeah. I'm in for it, and like the freshman year thing, I'm cool with it. But in Civil War, Peter said that he'd only had his powers for 6 months. Are they kind of retconning something like that? Or because I know he's only, he could have been a freshman and got his powers, but I don't know. It just didn't really make sense to me too much.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I hadn't really thought too much about that. Yeah, maybe that is kind of a slight retcon there, or the story itself will take place within that 6 month period. But you would think it would be much longer than that. So, yeah, it's definitely possible that's a retcon. Does he say that specifically? I'd have to go back and hear exactly what was said.
Yeah, I just rewatched it. It was when Tony was in his room. He said, "I've had these powers for 6 months," and then he said like something else. I can't remember exactly, but he did mention only having them for 6 months.
Interesting. Yeah, there's not a lot of real estate there to put a bunch of stories. So maybe he will retcon it, you know? Maybe they'll just say like Peter was just, you know, fooling around or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, it was just kind of something I thought of. I didn't know if you had any ideas about it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries, man. I appreciate the call. You hyped up for this weekend or what?
Hell yeah. I live right by San Diego. I can't go. I got too much work going on. I wish I could go. It sounds like a lot of fun.
A lot of people in costumes or whatever out and about?
Yeah, I haven't been downtown yet. I imagine it's everywhere, but I hope I can kind of go check it out tomorrow. At least walk around and see all the cool costumes and stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Much love, brother. Much love. I'm going to get you out of here. Thanks for the call. Yep. Appreciate you. All right, let's get Jedi Mike on here. Jedi Mike.
Check. Sibilance. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you, sir?
Hey, man, I'm so good. I just wanted to say Nerdventures for life. I'm like so happy that I was at the Zen place last night. You would get this. And my homie came up and gave me a big old thing of like Nespresso cold brew. I don't have an espresso machine. I'm having Nespresso cold brew this morning, thinking of you guys. Wow. And especially happy to hear you and Kendall be like super nerdy. So I wanted to get your thoughts on the Captain America writers, Lansing and Kelly. They're like best friends and they're buddies, and they were going like deep and nerdy into like their Kang series and stuff that's coming up with Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty. And do you know about that? And are you excited about Kang and what's coming up and stuff like that?
Yeah, for sure. So Sentinels of Liberty. I'm going to take you out of here, Mike. I appreciate you, brother. Much love.
Yeah, man.
Much love, brother. Enjoy that cold brew. And now I got to check it out to make sure that they have cold brew. Yeah, so first of all, let's start from the top. I think I'm going to jump on a stream with Kendall next week. And we're just going to nerd out super hard over on his channel about some of the stuff that gets announced for San Diego Comic-Con. So take a look at that next week, guys. And as far as the comic book thing, I didn't see this exact panel that Mike was talking about. So I didn't see that exact panel. I'll have to go back and check it out. I did read Sentinels of Liberty. I think I only read the first one, but I really liked the book. I thought it was awesome. Great cartooning, a lot of fun in there. So I'm excited about what they're doing with that. To be honest with you, I haven't been following the Kang stuff in Marvel a lot recently. I know that it's been super cool. They've done some retconning and some kind of like changing, and apparently it's really, really detailed and dope. So I'd have to look more into that. Right now, I've been reading a lot more of the X books, and then a couple of other things like Savage Avengers and what's the other one I'm reading? I don't even remember. But no, I'd have to check that out, man. That sounds super fun. Marvel Comics right now is real good, bro. Like, Banner of War is incredible. Like, there's a lot of really fun stuff going on in comics right now for Marvel. So it's a good time. It's a good time to be a nerd. Yeah, and I'll have to check out some of that Kang stuff, so should be cool. Should be fun. All right, I'm going to end this stage. We'll do some more call-ins next week, guys. I appreciate everybody that always calls in. Appreciate getting some feedback and whatnot from the Nerdventures. Chet, that's way too loud. That's way too loud. What are you doing? Okay, nice. We got a couple more super chats, then I'm going to hang out in the chat, and then we're going to get on out of here. Let us see here. Let us see. Have I ever played Shadows of Mordor / War? And if so, would you think they made a show about it? I came up with it, can't stop thinking about it. I haven't actually played them, but those are the ones with the Wraith, right? Where you're a Wraith or something like that? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played it, but let's just see how, Rings of Power does and all that, and we'll see. Frostodrama says, good morning, Josh. So freaking pumped for the announcement. Nerdventures for life, homies. Indeed, bro. I'm excited too. Today's going to be super fun. Tomorrow's going to be super fun. A lot of fun stuff going on. And again, shout out to Paradox Customs, man. I can't wait to get my new PC. It's going to be so cool. Nat says, will they make Wanda Magneto's daughter? I hope so, bro. I really do. No word on that yet. We don't know. It was apparently going to be in Multiverse of Madness, then they cut it, so I hope so. I hope it's still in there. So, we'll wait and see, bruh. Tommy Fawcett says, yo, I love the streams. How I start my day. Thinking about hitting the CB store for the first time. Any comics you recommend for a beginner? Comics for a beginner. Huh. Comics, that's one of the problems, is that it's actually not super accessible for beginners. I don't know, man. There's a couple of different ways you could do this. Number one, if there's a writer you really like, you can go read a bunch of their stuff. If there's a character you really like, you can read all of their stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I think the current X-Men books are really good. The problem is they rely on a lot of history from old X-Men stories and a lot of crazy stuff. Even some Grant Morrison X-Men stuff. So, I don't know, bro. That's a tough one. Maybe ask the dudes in the shop. The dudes in the shop should be able to help you, or the dudette if it's a dudette. Usually, if you work in a comic store, you know comics. They'll be able to get you going. Taylor says, would you be down to see sexy blue Jennifer Lawrence again? I would absolutely be down, but I don't think she wants to do it, dude. And if she's just gonna phone it in, I mean, I'm not really interested. You know what I mean? So, yeah, maybe not. OmniFan with a $10 holla says, looks up the Champions team led by Miss Marvel with Nova, Meals, Viv, Vision, Young Cyclops, Hulkling, Ironheart, Cassandra Lang, and more. I hope they set them up in the MCU. A lot of people like Champions. I didn't really love Champions, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, what the fuck? Champions? But that's just my old man boomer, I like Avengers and old X-Men taste. Maybe you'll like them, and maybe we get more of them. But to me, like, come on. Like, the Exiles, way cooler. What was the team that Blue Marvel was on? The Ultimates. Way cooler. Dark Avengers. Way cooler. You know? Heroes for Hire. Way cooler. Thunderbolts. Way cooler. Yeah. I don't know, bro. I didn't love the Champions. Kendall says, as an MCU fan, do I buy tickets to SDCC or D23 2023? Ooh, bro, I think we will get the answer to that by the end of this year. We're going to have to wait and see what they do tomorrow. And then we're going to have to wait and see what they do at D23. Because that is the question. We really don't know, man. I think we'll find out soon. Jose the Boss says, can't wait for tomorrow. It's going to be lit. Keep up the grind, bro. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Mason says, you don't say that. Oh, okay. Well, maybe you don't say that when I say that. Think about it. Think about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get on out of here. Later today, the Marvel Studios animation panel. We're going to cover it. We'll do a video about it tomorrow. Not D23. It's SDCC. Announcements will be live 7:30. It's going to be sick. I can't wait. Come on, Papa Feige. Bring the goods. Bring the noise. Let's go. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Aw, man. Right on the razor's edge. Way too hyped up, yes. Filled with nerdy feelings? Absolutely. Can't wait, man. I think X-Men 97 might be special. I'm super excited. Here's 9,000 nerd coin to everybody watching. Let's go. X-Men time. Yo. Yeah. Okay. Everybody listen. We have X-Men inspired Den of Nerds merchandise, and it's ready to go. And we'll probably release it tomorrow. Okay? On the live stream. Okay? So, I'm hoping that we get a tease tomorrow of live action X-Men. But depending on how dope the announcements about 97 are today, we might just drop the merch either way. But I'd really like to drop it like when we get a little bit of info about the live action mutants and X-Men. So it's going to be sick, dude. I'm excited. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys later today in the video. And take care of yourselves, each other. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water. Frequent trips to the bathroom. Open up your third eye. Wash out that brown eye. And I'll see you later. Peace. Love. And one more thing. We do it different around here. This is one of the most electrifying, entertaining streams on the interwebs right now. It's the nerdiest shit you've ever seen. We're just getting started. We're taking over. See you later.